BONEMERANG. What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? It's your boy Mike Waltrez. This is FiguresMOAT, and today we're going to be taking a look at the Marvel Nemesis Build-A-Series Marrow. Marrow, if y'all don't know, was one of the Morlocks, if I remember correctly. Y'all, more importantly, y'all know her from Marvel's Capcom 2, you know. And you get a lot of accessories and stuff from her, you know. You get her blades, you get different hands, and then you've got the Nemesis parts. So we're going to get into her, take a look at the side of the box and things of that nature. You know, Marvel Legends, I will say, always has a really good way of displaying art and stuff. And she is the number 4 piece in this set. You guys can see the artwork on the back. If you want to read it, I'll pause it. But that's the back of the box. There's the top, and there is our insertion point at the bottom. So let's get her open. Move the tape already because, you know, don't want y'all having to hear the static from the tape and whatever else. And then boom, there she is. Here, box key go over there, along with you insert. Oh, and there's paperwork if you really need paperwork. I don't know why you would, whatever else. But if you want to look at the details on the inside of the box, there they are. Marvel Legends, as always, give us some good details. But yo, here she is. You know, inside of her plastic prison and whatnot. You get a pair of hands and whatever else. But let's get her out. Let's pop her out. There's nothing locking her in place. Yo, good on Marvel Legends for doing that. Oh, she is stiff to get out, baby. Yo, and there she is. Okay. First off, these bones on the back. Look at the textures from the vertebrae and everything else. Looks good. Yeah, that's really cool. Her head sculpt, it's not too bad. You know, again, she's got the little cowlick gimmick. Her head, not as much motion going up or down, but you know, there is some range of motion. Got to be careful. She's a lady, so we can't touch all the other parts. But it looks like an underwire for a top and whatever else. Arms almost 90 degrees, and no butterfly joints for obvious reasons. However, she does have the bicep gimmick and the elbows. I think these are pinless. These are what you guys call them. Let me know in the comments, man. I'm trying to get my terminology up, you know. And then there's no ab crunch on this figure, which, I mean, there's no torso move. You can move the top of the torso, but it's like no ab crunch. She does have a thigh cut though, so there are 2 thigh cuts. And if you ever wonder if you have her legs straight out, you can always line up with the thing. And then her knees, the knee pad is connected to the bottom, and then there is a straight 90 degree with her ankles rotating, but no toe. Looking at her paint job, it's not too bad. No, I don't see any noticeable blotches or anything else like that. You know, y'all are nasty. And her head sculpt, it's a little bit discolored from the figure, but you know that it is what it is. In the packaging, you have an open hand, you have a closed fist. I'm not going to pull that out. We don't need to really look at that. And then her blades, so we'll look at that in a second. And there looks like a hand and a fist for Nemesis, so we'll get that out and then check it out. Okay, so first off, the bone blades that she uses, if the camera wants to focus, thank you. Not too bad. Look at the little detail. You can tell it's some bone stuff. For all my Monhun players out there, y'all can tell the insides of a bone sword when you're first starting, or bone dual blades. Essentially, that's kind of what these are. They're dual blades in the Monster Hunter world. And then for the Nemesis arm, here it is, which is cool. and which I just realized because I didn't realize that there's an attachment to the end of this. But for the arm, there's a hand, and then there's actually another hand for the arm. So I've never owned a Build-A-Figure set from Marvel Legends, so it's cool to see this kind of detail go into these figures. Overall, this isn't too bad of a figure. You know, it's nice for the collection, especially with the Gamerverse stuff coming up. So far, it seems the Gamerverse stuff for the Marvel versus Capcom inspired stuff only seems to be the Marvel side. So, you know, it looks cool. People think that she's a Capcom character, but she's not. She's Marvel. So it's always nice to see a figure like this. But hey, did you guys get this? You guys think about getting this? Let me know in the comments below. I'm Mike of All Trades. This is FiguresMOAT. Like, share, subscribe, and all that jazz as we make our way to 100, I think. So yeah, see you in the comments. Deuces. Ooses.